Hi, today at 00x.com we'll be playing Strike Suite Zero. That is a crowd-funded game. It was a smashing success. We'll give you our impressions on it. We have another video that's 5760 x 1080 across 3 monitors. You can check those links on the description below. Now let's hear the intro movie.
We had always been
This is the cinematics before the game starts. After 4 minutes, you can watch the gameplay. Again, in the description below we leave timestamps where you can jump to different sections of this video.
From an uncharted part of the galaxy.
Let's listen.
It told us how to escape the confines of our world. So we followed its instructions and built vast siege ships that we sent across the galaxy to populate new worlds and search for the origin of the signal. Decades passed, and the more worlds we colonized, the more fractured we became. The new worlds wanted independence, but Earth wouldn't allow it. Then the colonists found the source of the signal, and everything changed again. They traced the transmission to the crash site of what was believed to be an escape pod. There was no evidence of a crew, just wreckage. But there was new technology there, and the colonies used it to strike a deal. Earth could study the wreckage in return for colonial independence. However, the deal turned sour. Earth scientists discovered something valuable at the site, something they wouldn't share. Afraid of what they might have found, the colonies expelled the Earth team. In response, Earth revoked their right to self-rule. War was inevitable. A war fought over those vast distances is expensive. Neither side could maintain the struggle for long. But nor could they back down. The war had to end. But we could not have predicted how far they would go to end it.
Okay, so this is Strike Suite Zero. We're playing the game on the Dream computer. You can check the link below. Again, that we're gonna have links in the description below. One of those links is gonna take you to the Dream computer specs, the Dream computer's video where you can check all the specs and all the parts we use for it. Okay, we're running it on Full HD, Ultra settings. All the graphic settings are maxed out. We're playing it in a living room actually with Steam Link. So we have our computer as a game server in another room, and we're streaming it via Steam Link to the living room where we're using a wireless keyboard and wireless mouse, and that's how we play the game. And on top of that, we're capturing it. Now, something interesting, we're using a Radeon card with 2 GPUs and an 8-core AMD processor that reaches 5 gigahertz. But here's the thing, it runs perfectly fine, smooth as silk. There's no problem at all. It's full HD, no problem. Now, an older FX processor ran the game well, just as well as now. Although I didn't try capturing it with fraps or via Steam Link. But I see this game doesn't run as well with NVIDIA chipsets and Intel processors. It's not the same thing. I'm using a top-of-the-line Radeon card, but the other computer I was talking about, another AMD build, it didn't have as much hardware. It ran well, it just fine. AMD kind of worked their way into this game, or this game was made with Radeon and AMD in mind, because it runs perfect. Now I had a GeForce GTX NVIDIA chipset with an Intel processor on a computer, and it did not run the game well. It didn't run as smooth as it does right now with an AMD processor. Now more about the game itself. We have the Strike Suite Zero. It's called Strike Suite for a reason. You have this spaceship, this combat ship, you can customize like we just did. We finished the game, so we're replaying one of the missions. But it transforms into this suit, into this mech or mecha robot. And you have enhanced abilities. You have better machine guns and directional missiles that you can target many ships and many targets at the same time. And I'll show you in a second when you have the opportunity to have more ships in front of us. Spaceship mode, you just hit one target at a time, but when you transform into a mech, into a strike suite, then you can hit many targets at the same time, and that becomes very useful when you see like torpedoes, like they shoot 5 torpedoes. You want to stop all of them at once, or you want to weaken the whole fleet. Like, let me show you right here.
Orbital platform. This is the UNE Mercury. Area is secure. Recommend you evacuate now.
The whole convoy gets damaged, and then you can get help from others shooting them down.
The next objective is the fleet's supply convoy. Destroying it should elicit an exaggerated response from the enemy.
Now the graphics are superb. I mean, it's not just the emptiness or the vacuum of space. You always have like a nebula, planets. The ships leave trails of light as they fight. Your thrusters, you have an EMP to stop missiles or torpedoes, whatever is shooting or whatever they're shooting at you. And that's pretty cool. All these visual elements. Let's use the strike suite again. We're shooting to all the parts, all the turrets this mothership has, and that's helpful because we're weakening all its defenses. It will be easy for us to take it down. And you have 3 gauges. You have armor, you have shield, and then you have flux. The armor is like a shield. It protects you. It's what you have outside as a plated armor, let's say. Not shield, it's a plated armor. That's your actual health. When that goes to 0, then, well, you die. You have shield, which is the invisible shield that protects you. That can go up and down anytime. Armor will not recover while you're in the middle of a mission. Shields will. They'll recover, they'll go up and down. So you want to keep your armor as much as possible, and you can deplete your shield. See, we can target all of the parts of the ship, all of their turrets, and it's easier to destroy the whole ship. It's a very powerful ability. Now, in campaign mode, you don't start with the strike suite, you start with the regular ship, and then eventually you discover the strike suite is given to you, you're the test pilot, and then you go into combat, and then you can transform, and you have many ships. There's 4 or 5 of these ships that you can choose. They're custom. You can customize their guns, their missiles. The strike suite is always basically the same weapons, but it's like a special, like having a combo. It's like a special feature. You can transform to the strike suite and then destroy and have more power to destroy your objective, your targets. So let's stick with our objective, shall we? There you go. I love those missiles. One down. And of course, the other ships, the enemies, have similar weaponry, so we have to protect ourselves with the BMP that I explained before. I love those missiles and the threats they leave. They're just awesome in space. The strike suite, now we shoot the purple missiles, and the ship is as good as dead. Totally. Bye. 2 of them. We killed 2 birds with 1 stone, and there's one more, but it's super weak, so it's gonna be easy to take down. It shouldn't be too difficult. And that will be it, I guess. Yeah, that's it. It's out. Alright, like I said before, we have links in the description below. You can check the start of this video where it has the cinematic, the intro sequence, the intro. And you can check the start of this mission, every step of the mission, like the briefing or every time they tell you about the objectives. We're gonna have it as a timestamp on the description below where you can click it and go to that section of the video. This game is something else. It was crowdfunded, and that's interesting, and then went into Steam. Right now it's available on Steam. Now it has a really good price. It's not that bad, and there's variants. There's DLC packs that you might want to try as well. It's pretty entertaining. I'll tell you that. It's really, really entertaining. And when you're playing it in full HD, I played it in 3 monitors with Infinity. I have a video about that. I'll leave the description below. I'll leave it in the description below. I'll leave a link there. It's like an Osprey. You have like 3 monitors. It surrounds you. Right now I'm playing with big screen, flat LED LCD, but it's a different experience. You can play on your monitor, on your living room, big screen TV, or with 3 monitors on Infinity. Different experience, but they're also so entertaining. It's a really good game. It would be great if they come out with part 2. I don't want to give any spoilers, but it's kind of, it leaves you with a, there's some mystery around the whole thing, the story, that it could give you some space for a sequel. There's some elements of flight simulators, combat simulators, but it's graphically very, very interesting and forward. It's something that it hasn't necessarily been done before. I haven't seen this before. Strike Suite 0.
I am detecting massive enemy fleet movements.
All the cutscenes are real time, by the way. Everything you're seeing is real time graphics, 3D graphics. The only cutscene that's not real time 3D, real time CG graphics, real time 3D graphics is the intro. The intro cinematic is like painting, like 2D graphics combined with some 3D elements, but that's pre-rendered, that's a movie. But the rest is all real-time, in-game graphics. It uses the in-game engine, the 3D engine inside the game. Okay, we're using our thrusters to go faster. We use that to either catch a target or escape missiles and enemy fire when we are being shot at and we need to recover our shield to protect our arm. The flux will happen on its own, as when you attack targets or when you get shot at, the flux will go up. So it's a pretty good game. Leave your ideas, you know, your opinions on the comments below. It'll be nice to know how much you like it. If you decide to buy the game or try it, you know, let us know. What's your experience with the game? What do you think about our videos right now, what we're doing? Do you like the new emphasis on games, on gaming? We're gonna have to categorize later on. We'll talk about this later, but different sections of the YouTube channel. I'm not gonna make a second YouTube channel. I'm just gonna keep the same YouTube channel with different playlists for the categories that we wanna cover. One of them is gaming, and that's what we're concentrating on right now with Stack Suite Zero. It's an excellent game. Alright, so I'm gonna leave those links in the description below. At the end of this video, I'm gonna have a couple of options for other videos you might be interested in, as well as having, you know, the notifications on the top right corner. You're gonna see a couple of suggestions for playlists, videos, fun. You know, you can help the channel, so look out for those. So I think that was it. So this is also X. Keep enjoying our video. Check 00x.com. Don't forget to check the end of this video, check the description below, all the links in there. Peace, and I'm out.